Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahabashai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you Akinakwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright, today's lesson. Alright, we recently did a topic on this, but hey, apparently some people are not getting with the program, man. Not getting with the program, alright? There's a lot of information out there that's going around that just simply ain't right. Okay? And it's coming from these other camps, and that's why when you teach, man, you're supposed to be making sure you're teaching the right thing. Alright? Because now there's people telling you, oh, the mark is a spiritual mark. Oh, it's a sin. Oh, it's sleeping with white women. Oh, it's Sunday worship. Alright, it's all these different things. And this, Jake, this is why you gotta make sure that your doctrine is solid. Alright, you gotta make sure you're teaching the right thing. Alright, because now there's people out here, alright, on the comment boards, alright, on videos, confused as hell, not knowing what's going on. Alright, again, the mark of the beast is not a spiritual mark, okay? It's not the dollar, all right? It's not sin, okay? It's not Sunday worship. It's not sleeping with the white women, okay? This got to stop, man. This has got to stop, okay? And like I said, I recently made a lesson about it, but it was on the spirit. It was on my spirit when I saw this comment, and I know the Elder Menatazak went and made a lesson on it as well, and Salakia for the way I did it. I had it on my computer, and I didn't want to have to go through the whole task of sending it over. So what I did was I just went ahead and I just straight up screenshotted the screen. I screenshotted a screenshot that I had on my computer. All right, so it's this guy JDW616. All right. So like you had to grab a drink there. It says, that's talking about the dollar. Every person working in the world economy in the past 70 years went into the same pot, the same fire, the same jackpot. The star of Remphan from Babylon is on the dollar, which represents energy. That's what all known reality is, as well as the all-seeing eye of Lucifer at the peak. That's the whole reason for putting a star on. And he goes on to, if you want a more in-depth, lesson, please, by all means, go and watch the elder brother, Menatazak. I'll try to get his page here. Go and watch him. And I actually have it up here just recently, I believe. No? Go and watch. There it is, that video right there. Come on. Question. No, that's not the one. Salakia, the one below it. The dollar is not the mark of the beast. All right, go ahead and watch that one. Okay, by all means. All right, he'll go into it more in depth. But, all right, simple and short. All right, to sum up this lesson as well. I don't know about the brothers. I'm not going to sum his lesson up. To sum this one up. No, it's not a spiritual mark. No, it's a physical mark, and we're gonna do it again, just as we did a lesson before, called the mark, and the mark. A mark, the mark, and the mark. All right, which really it would be pronounced a mark, the mark, and the mark. Okay. So, first, let's see. This is from in Salakia. I should have had more information on it in Salakia for not having more information on it. I should have been more in depth with it. Salakia for that. But it was on a community post that the brother Yuan, formerly of GMS South Carolina, now currently part of GMS Dallas, okay, the Dallas camp, okay. He was once in South Carolina, now that brother's out in Dallas, okay, GMS Yuan, all right, the young brother. So he says, are you saying that the mark of the beast is the dollar? And JDW, I ain't going to say his whole damn name because it takes too much time. He said, it's a spiritual mark as well. Okay? And GMS Yuan, the brother came back and said, incorrect. The mark the elect receive is spiritual. This is true. Reference in Ezekiel 9:4. But the mark in Revelation 13 and 16 is physical Charagma. Spew your vomit elsewhere. You cannot buy and sell with a spiritual mark. It's the chip, man. Alright? And that's the other thing. Alright? And Slakia. That's the other thing. Alright? That's the other thing. What are you gonna buy with a, because, okay, here's one. You spiritual mark, you're on a different level. We'll get you into a minute, alright? Sit there and hold your peace. We're coming for you in just a minute, alright? But first of all, let's get you people out of the way, because I'm not gonna go into depth on this. All right, I guess Matthew 13 and 13 will get it for you. All right, we're gonna lump them all. The sin, the people that the mark of the beast is sin. The mark of the beast is Sunday worship, and the mark of the beast is laying with white women. We're gonna sum you up right now. Okay. We have all sinned, have we not? What can I buy with sin right now? Okay, what can I buy? What can I go to the store and says, yes, I'd like to buy this with some adultery, please? Tell me what I can buy. Yes, I'd like to, I'm wearing mixed fabric right now, all right? What can I buy with that? Okay, or, what else? What else? I go, yes, sir, do you have, and what are you gonna pay with this with? I'll be like, yeah, I got a 5-car garage, I got a Lamborghini, yeah, I have a Bentley coupe, I flew here on my private jet. Okay, yeah, but what do you pay? Well, see, I just paid with you for lies. That was a sin. I just, so I paid for. You can't buy shit with sin, man. What the fuck? That's a dumb doctrine. That's dumb. You're out of the way. All right. What about what can you buy from sleeping with a white woman? All right, because there's camps out there that says this mark of the beast is sleeping with a white woman. Okay, what you can sleep with a white woman? What's that gonna buy you? Can you buy a flat screen TV with some white girl box? All right, because that don't make no fucking sense. All right, you got to realize because let's go over to Revelation 13 and 16. All right, we're gonna go back to it, but let's go over there. All right, and I don't want to get that off the page it's on. Let's go to it's like, yeah, I have this all set up in incognito tab. I don't know why. Do I have something on the main page? I guess not. All right. All right, Revelation 13 and 16. Let's go here. Revelation 13 and 16. This is the mark of the beast, right? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Let's go to 17. All right, and this is the point for you guys. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. That doesn't make any sense for your doctrine. Okay? Yes, I'd like. Can I get that flat screen TV? Have you slept with a white woman? Well, matter of fact, I have. Well, exactly. Right on this way, sir. Right on this way. Will you be paying with white girl titties, or will you be paying in cash today? No, fuck. That's dumb, man. That's dumb. That's dumb. Okay, same thing with sin. All right. Yes, I'd like to buy a couch. How much for this couch? Well, have you sinned? I can't sell you this couch unless you've sinned. Are you sinning currently? Yes. How many sins do I have to commit to buy this couch? Well, this particular couch is 45 sins. But if you work with me today, I can get it down to 32. No, no, man, no. Or Sunday worship. What about that? Yes, I'd like to buy that automobile. Can I buy that automobile? Well, do you worship on Sunday? Well, no, sorry, can't sell it to you. You have to worship on Sunday. That's the mark of the beast. No, this shit. Think, Jake. Think. You can't buy or sell with that, Jake. God damn, you Jake, man. You don't think. You don't put things into perspective. You can't buy things with sin. You can't buy things with white woman box. All right, AKA sleeping with white women. All right, you can't buy a thing with Sunday worship. So what the fuck are you talking about? You're blabbering. It don't make no sense. All right, you have no light. All right, no information coming out of your brain. All right, just a bunch of fucking vain babbling. Just nothing coming out of you. Let's get Matthew 13 and 13. And this shit's ridiculous, and that's exactly what it is. It's shit. It's shit. I don't know where someone down the line said it's sin, and the mark of the beast is sin. No, it's not. No. Then everybody got the mark of the beast, because we've all sinned, because none of us are perfect, all right? Then every single one of us has got the mark of the beast. Wrap it up, close it. That's it. None of us are getting saved, because we all. Come on, Jake. God damn, man. Jake is so fucking simple. It's so simple to the point that it's fucking it's stupefying. It's dumb. It makes you feel dumb just by hearing it. Some of the shit these jakes say. They'll say shit so dumb, you feel dumb for a moment. You're like, God damn. You got to be on a whole different level of dumb just to understand that. Right? You got to stoop to their level to try and understand what they're talking about. It's fucking ridiculous, man. This is Matthew 13:13. Therefore speak I them in parables, because they seeing not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. You don't see. It could be right in front of you. You don't see it. It could be going in one ear, and guess what? Goes right out one other ear. All right, goes in, whoop, does a little loop-de-loop, and goes right out. All right, you don't hear it. You don't understand it. You don't get it. You're not soaking up any of the information. You're not gathering any of the information. You're just staying dumb. All right, and that's not learning. Staying dumb is not learning. And I'm not holding back on this lesson, because a lot of you jakes are just fucking stupid. All right, and that's the simple way. A lot of you jake are just stupid. All right, if you think and if you study, you'll understand that the mark of the beast cannot be sin. You dummies. All right, it cannot be sin. It could not be sin. You can't. What can you buy right now with sin? Please show me. Please show me a store where they specifically deal in sin. Tell me where I can get a couch, a TV. All right. Tell me where I can even get a fucking bottle of water with sin. Okay. Tell me, because they're in a place, Jake. They're in a place, because you want to know why? That doctrine don't make sense. All right. It's a false doctrine that you're trying to bring in, and guess what? People with understanding this truth that have a mind, not half a mind, have a full mind. All right, through the blessing of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they're gonna take one look at it. Did you know the mark of the beast? I'm like, no, it's not. Get out of here. That's stupid. All right, and they're gonna make quick work of you. All right, and these are the teachers you're following. They're saying the mark of the beast is sin. The mark of the beast is Sunday worship. The mark of the beast is sleeping with a white woman. These are the people. These are your leaders, Jake. This is who you're learning from, and you wonder why you ain't got nothing. You wonder why you have to come over to GMS and learn everything. Well, I'm going to sneak over to GMS, and I'm going to see what they have to say, and I'm asking them, and that's where you get the dumbass questions. All right, that's where you get the dumbass questions being asked. All right, not all of the questions are being dumb. All right, don't take that. There's some very, very wonderful questions that are being asked. All right, that are edifying. But some of the questions Jake asked are just dumb. All right, they're unlearned. All right, and what are we supposed to do with unlearned questions? Let's grab that as well. See if it'll give it. Here it is. 2 Timothy 2:23. And this rock decided to fall again. This stone that I got up here, man. Stay up there, man. All right. 2 Timothy 2:23. You have to answer our questions. You have to. 2 Timothy 2:23. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes. There you go. Nobody owes you anything. You don't have to answer a question if it's just stupid. All right? You don't have to answer a question if it's just stupid. If it's an unlearned question, you don't have to answer it. And a lot of these Jake, they don't learn. They go to those camps. Oh yeah, it's Hebrew Thursday. All right, we're gonna tear it up. Yo, this is Hebrew J on the mic. We're gonna tear it up tonight. All right. Yeah, that's that. You go over there and listen to that type of stuff. All right. Not saying there's some dude named Hebrew J or Hebrew Mike or whatever the hell I said. All right, not saying that there's something going down like that, but there are these camps that do. They have rap videos and all this stuff, and they do all those. We're gonna cut him. We're gonna cut. White man gets cut so hard he goes back to crying in the spirit. No, those videos, man. You go and watch those, and you watch those, and be like, look, Esau getting cut, and then it comes to something like the mark of the beast, and you don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. All right, because they don't touch on that, or if they do touch on it, they say it's something that's not that it's not. They say it's sin or sleeping with a white woman. This is why, Jake, you got attention deficit disorder, Jake. All right, you got an issue where you don't want to. It could be, the history of the Hebrews. You don't want to watch that, but you'll watch a black Brutus bitch of a woman gets cut through the spirit by the prophets. You'll watch that. You'll be like, oh, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch me that. But we don't watch the deep videos. All right, you don't watch, the truth of the mark of the beast. You won't watch, I could go and just, let's see. I'll show you what type of videos you won't watch. You won't watch the Apostle Street Ministry unless it's to scoff. All right, what's in my subscriptions? Let's see who we got. If the Lord's not with you, you will take the sea hip. You won't watch that. The Lord is once more making his presence felt in the earth. You won't watch that. Let's see. For we, great millstone, have not shunned to declare you all the truth. You won't watch that unless you might click it on to scoff. All right, there's probably at least one scoffer over there. All right. Let's see. America took out Russia's Nord Stream 2 pipeline. You probably won't watch that. All right, bodies keep piling up. Probably won't watch that. Put on the whole army. Probably won't watch that. You want to see what you'll watch? Let's see. Confused, Cushite, and crazy Jafak and confounded. You'll watch videos like that. Let's see what else we got. Let me see. Bear with me. Truth about the Migos backstage brawl in the Turkey Syria earthquake live now. The hidden black history they don't want you to know exposed. Pyram. What else they got? Look, they got the African colors. What else? Let's see. You'll watch a video like this. Is Thought Killers destroying the black community? Yes, it is. But you'll watch a video like, oh no, she kind of bad though. Let me see what that is. What else we got? Yeah, videos like this. Young Bundles, ex-Deacon, ex-Gorilla Hebrew, family reunion. You'll watch the hell out of that video. You'll watch the hell out of that video. Let's see what else we got. What else would you watch? They got some video. Let me see. I don't know how these. I don't even know if this is one of the ones. Let's see. I don't know. Now these are like the ones where they're on the street. All right, and they'll be like cut blah 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 blah. You'll watch those ones. You'll watch those ones. Let's see who else. Yeah, you'll watch a video like this. Another loud-mouthed black woman in pimpin' can comes to her rescue. You'll love a video like that. Here it is. This is the fucking video I'm talking about. These are the type of videos y'all watch. Esau's love gets rejected again, and he's ready to leave America in chains. You'll like that video. Let's see what else we got more with Edomites, because the Edomite video is always named some type of stupid Edomite dumbass gets cut by the Lord and just come on, man. You're watching too many of those videos, all right, and not watching many videos like this. Yahushua, mediator of better promises, all right, or even videos like GMS Al-Khalana, USA Canada shot down UFOs. In the news videos, they get slightly more popularity. So yeah, but yeah, you won't watch videos. You won't watch videos. Slakia. You won't watch what the goddamn. You won't watch videos like that, man. All right, so let's go back to the scripture. This is Matthew 13:13. Therefore, and this back to the scripture. We had to explain that, but back to the scripture. This is you people don't hear. All right. Therefore, speak I to them, Slakia. Therefore, speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand. So you're going to hear, all right? You're hearing what I'm saying right now, all right? And your ears aren't going physically deaf, but you're going to hear, but you're not going to understand. All right, it's like if I start talking about rocket ship components, or this blah, 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 blah. You're going to be like, what the fuck? I don't understand anything of that, all right? Just like me too, I don't understand anything about rocket science or rocket ships. You could be talking about fluctuators and all the fucking crazy weird shit. I don't even know if there's a fluctuator, all right? I ain't pretending to know. I'm just saying I don't know about that shit. You can talk about me of fluctuators and proton neuron pack and all this shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. I don't work on spaceships, all right? I don't work on rocket ships. All right, like SpaceX or whatever they call it. All right, I don't work on none of that stuff. All right, so I ain't gonna know what you're talking about. But a spiritual person, all right, is gonna know about spiritual things. All right, but a worldly person, it's gonna be like you're talking rocket science to them. All right, all the blah 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 blah, because they don't have the knowledge. All right, the Most High hasn't blessed them with knowledge and understanding. All right, so by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. We could show it right to you. See right there in the Bible. You see that verse? I see it. But they're not going to get it. Okay? You got it? There you go. It says, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing. A lot of you, Jake, are dull of hearing, and their eyes have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So, that's why if you can understand this truth, thank Yahweh Shem Yahushai for that, okay? Because there's people out there that just can't get it, and will not get it, and won't ever get it, okay? So that really goes back to the root. That's really the root cause of why you people ain't got it, okay? But now, let's prove. All right. Well, actually, let's get how do we want to go about this? Let's get one more. Amos 3:7. And then we're going to jump to the scriptures that we're getting to explain that it's not a spiritual mark, man. It's a physical mark. Amos 3:7. It says, surely the Lord our power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. All right, the prophets have the truth. All right, that's who has the truth. All right, that's who has the secret has been revealed. All right, from the men before us on down. All right, the apostle Tahar and the people he learned from. All right, on down. All right, and the apostle Tahar taught that to those men, and then those men taught it to their men, and their men taught it so on and so forth, man. All right, so actually, let's get 2nd Esdras 12 and 37 as well. Here it is. It says, therefore, the 2nd Esdras 12 and 37, this is an Apocrypha. Therefore, write all these things that thou hast seen in a book, and hide them, and teach them to the wise of the people, whose heart thou knowest may comprehend and keep these secrets. Okay? So how do you write something in a book and then hide it? All right? Well, basically it's like a key, all right? And the Lord gives the people he's chosen to give it, all right, the key. All right? So it's like having, like I've mentioned before, it's like having one of those old those decoders, all right? And I'm going to look it up this time because last times I didn't. It's not that. It's like a little, they had those too. It's like the red, yeah, like these decoder ring, there we are. So like, they have something like this, all right? And you can't see it normally, but when you have the red decoder thing, all right, it'll let you know. All right, you'll be able to see the text. All right, and that's basically, and what this red ring is, all right, is spiritually, that's the power, that's the blessing of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that he's given you. All right, because everyone else, they're just seeing this. Okay, yeah, I see it, but they're not seeing the secret meaning. All right, they're not seeing what's hidden. All right, because they don't have that key, and that key is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, so meanwhile, you're seeing this. You're seeing, okay, I see that, I understand that. Meanwhile, they're over here just seeing this. And they're like, yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's like a text bubble. Yeah, I see it. So, yeah, you seeing the deeper meaning? Yeah, I'm seeing the deeper meaning. I get what you guys are talking about. Meanwhile, they don't know. Meanwhile, you're over here and you got this. All right, you got this, and you said, okay, yeah, I understand that. I got that. All right, so, hey, That's all. Hey, you got to be thankful to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for giving you that. Okay, and that's how you write something in a book and then hide them. All right, by giving certain people the ability to understand them and everybody else doesn't. Okay, so there you go. So let's just go back. Let's just go down to Proverbs 17 and 27, and then we'll get on with the proving it. 17, 27. All right. All right, I got you. Okay, so this is why, and this is another reason why some of y'all just need to close your mouths, man. This is Proverbs 17 and 27. He that hath knowledge spareth his words. So someone who has knowledge isn't going to blah, 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 blah. All right, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. If you look at the apostles, if you look at the elders, all right, the brothers, all right, they have an excellent spirit. All right, they have an excellent spirit on them. All right, they're patient. All right, and that's why. Why? Because they're men of understanding. Okay, verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Okay, there you go. So when you shut your mouth, all right, okay, that man's yeah, he could be all right. But then, you go, oh, blah, blah, and you're like, God damn, that man, he doesn't know anything. All right, then you get a lesson made about you. All right, then you get a lesson made about you. All right, because you don't know what you're talking about, man. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. So let's go and get Leviticus 19 and 28. We got a couple things to line up here. '28 and 19 and 28. Salakia. Let's line that one up. All right. So, where's the comment? All right. So GMS Yuan, Brother Yuan said, "Are you saying the mark of the beast is the dollar?" Okay. And then down over here. Over here. Right here. What's he say? I'll just do it in red. Says it's a spiritual mark as well. And then he goes on to list Revelation 7 and 2 through 3, which reads, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to." Okay, well, I guess we had to add Revelation 7 and 2 to the list as well. Okay. All right. Well, so that's what he says. And then the Brother Yuan went on to say the correct thing. He said, "Incorrect. The mark the elect receive is spiritual, referenced in Ezekiel 9 and 4. And that's what he's speaking of in Revelation 7 and 2. That's a spiritual mark. But the mark in Revelation 13 and 16 is physical. Spew your bum it elsewhere. You cannot buy and sell with a spiritual mark. It's the chip, man. All right? So we can get out of there. We don't need that anymore. So let's see if it's a spiritual mark. So, boom. We got the mark, the mark, the mark, the mark, and then the seal. All right. Well, let's see. What about Leviticus 19? That speaks of a mark. Are all the marks in the Bible the same? Let's see. Leviticus 19:28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. Now, this is a physical mark. Okay, this one specifically. It's a physical mark, but it's not the mark in Revelation 13. This is a physical mark, but it's speaking of something else. So let's go down here. Nor print any marks. So mark, which is ka. All right.
Strong's H 7085. Ka.
All right, ka.
Ka.
All right. So let's go down here. It's an incision, an imprintment, a tattoo, a mark, and what what's being spoken of. All right. Right here in Leviticus 19. It's like it feels like I'm gonna sneeze. What's being mentioned right here is as a tattoo. All right, cuttings in your flesh for the dead, tattoo, printing marks upon you. All right, cuttings in your flesh, and so it's speaking of tattoos, man. You're not supposed to be tattooing and printing marks upon your skin, okay, or scarifications either. All right, which if you look, we're not gonna look it up. Look it up. Don't look it up. It's fucking disgusting. It's basically where it's like a tattoo, but they basically just it's basically just cutting flesh off. All right, so that's what it's speaking of. And how do we know that? Through in the Strong's Greek. All right. Ka. All right. There we go. An incision or a gash. All right. A mark. An incision, imprintment, a tattoo. All right. And how many times it's used? This type of mark. All right. And this is why you gotta get into the Hebrew and the Greek, man, because there's different words. All right. Just like we have read, read, and read. All right. So you can be like, oh, it's all red, it's all read. All right, no, you gotta make sure you're using the right one. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Have you read that book? Leviticus 19:28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So this is speaking of tattoo. Okay, a tattoo. It says a stigma, a mark branded on the skin. There you go. And it's a tattoo. So this is a physical mark. But it's not the physical mark that's mentioned in Revelation 13. Now, what about Ezekiel 9? What about the spiritual mark? That's a spiritual mark. All right, what about the mark given to the elect? Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sign, that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay? So let's go down here. And a mark, all right? Ta'av. All right? Ta'av.
Strong's H 8420. Tav.
Or Tav, Slacky. It's Tav. All right? Desire, a mark. What is this? A mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Okay? A mark by implication. A signature. All right, a sign of exemption from judgment. This is a spiritual mark. This is not physical. Okay. And that's incorrect. So there you go. So this is speaking of the mark of election. All right, and it's mentioned in Ezekiel 9:4, 9, and 6. All right, and as well as Job 31, 35. So there you go. There's those. All right. Let's see what you're speaking of the seal. What does the seal mean? Oh, fuck yeah. There it is. Let's see what this is.
Strong's G 4973. Sfragis.
All right. A seal. Okay. There it is. Of the name of the Most High and a Mashiach stamped upon their foreheads. And that's not they're not going to go and stamp you. Everybody line up for their stamp. No. All right. Here, look at it. Literally or figuratively. It's a figurative seal. All right. It's a seal, but it's a spiritual. It's not a physical. It's a spiritual, not, it's figuratively isn't, isn't the right word. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual mark. Okay, a spiritual seal, all right, of election. Okay. So, what about Revelation 13? What about that? All right, we'll read it again. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. There you go. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Oh, there's that word, charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right, we don't pronounce it like that. All right, it's charagma. We're not going to say charagma. All right, a stamp, an imprinted mark. Okay, a mark branded upon horses. All right, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work. So this is a physical thing. All right, a scratch or an etching. Okay, and we can know that it's a physical mark because the only other time it's used in not as the mark of the beast is in Acts 17 and 29. All right, and it's speaking of, let's read it, Acts 17 and 29. For as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, we ought not think that the Godhead is like unto gold or silver or stone graven, speaking of a carving in stone, by art and man's device. All right, and also another way you can go is look at the word karax. All right here, which is the root word. All right, karax, which means, all right, a pale, a stake, or a palisade. All right, and if you look up palisade, all right, we don't need to go back. Well, now they're going to give you the car. There you go. So look at that. Let's go. Palisade, let's do the definition.
Palisade.
A fence of wooden stakes or iron railings. Okay? So, another word would be a pale. Or is it spelled? No, not Paul stake. Pale. One minute. I might have been spelling it wrong. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, P-A-L-E. Okay, we'll do rampart. Alright, so palisade, let's get a rampart. Alright, it's not gonna give us anything because, you saw how they do. Steak, yeah, we can just get a steak. Alright, everybody knows what a steak is. I'm not talking about the steak you eat. There you go. That's what speaking of, alright? Let's look at this. That's the device they use right there. So there you go. That's all you should need. It's a physical thing. So, nice try. It's unlearned, alright? That's why that word karax is so important, because if you try to bullshit your way through something, you get that root word karax. Psh. Yeah, nice try. You can move on. You can move on now. All right, you can move on now. So, hey, I don't plan on making another lesson like this in for a while, because we already did with the mark and the mark. We're not going. We'll speak of the mark of the beast, of course, but I don't want to have to go in and do all this, the karax and tav and ka and all that, because hey, I've done 2 lessons now within the month, I believe, or within the last a couple of weeks. Okay, so I don't want to keep on doing it over and over and over again. Like I said, I didn't really want to do this one, but it was on my spirit because this dude came over. It's a spiritual. No, it's not. It's physical. It's not a spiritual mark. It's not the dollar. All right. Or whatever you say. All right. It's the dollar. The dollar is the mark of the beast. It's not sin. All right. It's none of those other things. All right. once again, we're going to say it plain. The mark of the beast is the RF, okay? RFID CHIP that you get put in your hand. All right, specifically right between your pointer finger and your thumb. Okay, and that little spot, that little webbing area. That's where you get it. All right, and if you don't know what it is, you'll probably end up taking it. All right, that is the mark of the beast. You take it. You cannot repent from it. That's another thing. Jiggles, are you going to repent from it? No, you can't. All right. What if I remove it? Well, you already failed the test. The test was not getting it. So there you go. So with that, we're going to close out. All right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. All right, and that were the ones that taught me about these different Ka'aka, Tav, and Karagma, and Karaks. All right, they're the ones that taught me that. Okay, so double honors again to those elders and apostles. All right, shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. Amen. We're almost out of here. Now's not the time to be getting Now's not the time to be getting slipped up over. Oh, it's a spiritual. No, it's not, man. All right, and if you don't got the information, you're gonna end up taking it, man. So hey, we're gonna close out with that. All right. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.